Since time immemorial, humankind has looked to the stars. The universe has always been a source of fascination and of mystery. How was the cosmos born? What else might the universe contain? And where do we come from? Mankind is fascinated by these questions and by the search for answers. It is also fascinated by the idea of traveling to our neighbor, planet Mars. Mars holds a magical appeal for us humans. Is there life on the red planet? Could we live there? In August the 2nd, 2048, a spacecraft has just reached Mars. The crew have landed on the red planet. One giant leap for mankind. 79 years after the first moon landing, a man has set foot on another planet. This is a fictional scenario, but men on Mars will become a reality. Human beings will fly to one neighbor planet we have known ever since the 1960s, what it looks like on Mars. Dozens of probes have visited the red planet and sent back photographs and data. There have been reports of storms and barren deserts. In the end, we are left with more questions than answers, especially the burning question of life, past or present, on our neighbor planet. Only a manned mission to Mars will solve the riddle once and for all. NASA was already thinking about manned flights to Mars in the early 1960s. So far, only unmanned missions have been undertaken to Mars explorers in an alien world launched by the Soviet Union. The first probe landed on Mars in 1971. In 1975, the Americans followed suit when Viking 1 touched down on the surface of the red planet. Above all, the search for life on Mars means a search for water. July 1997, Pathfinder landed on Mars. On board the US probe was a robot. Sojourner became the first rover to explore the surface of Mars. As newer and newer robots have arrived, it is not only the planet itself which is being researched. A landing on Mars represents a huge challenge. The atmosphere is so thin that ordinary parachutes would fail. So along with the robot missions, engineers are also developing technologies for a future landing by man. Conditions on Mars have been so well researched that a manned mission is now planned of all the probes and robots. Other scouts for future explorers. It is now regarded as certain that there used to be water on Mars. Evidence has also been found of methane, an indication of life. ExoMars, a joint Russo-European project, will provide further answers. March 2016, ExoMars sets off on its search for life on the red planet. In the second stage of the ExoMars mission, a robot will land on the surface and search primarily for biological material. Its robust drill 2 meters into the Martian soil. How has Mars changed over the last few million years? Why did a planet full of oceans become a hostile desert? Such questions still preoccupy scientists. The question is no longer if or why man should fly to Mars, but when a manned mission to Mars would be mankind's greatest adventure since landing on the moon. The explorers of the 21st century will travel through our solar system and set foot on an alien planet, where exploration is involved, and the creative mind of a researcher is called for. But before man sets up home on Mars, a few problems still have to be solved. When we land on Mars, for example, naturally we will do so with the help of rockets. But what exactly will the lander look like in the house? It hasn't been built yet. Then the dockyard to Langley. And if we're to live on Mars for several years, what form will our life support system take? All of these questions will be answered in Chapter 2. Make sure to subscribe to never miss a video from us.